Good evening, everybody. My name is Brenda Lee, and I live in Surrey, BC. I'd like you to know that the information we're going to give you on this call tonight is not meant to be a substitute for medical advice. So I'd like to start this off by sharing my own experience. Now, if it looks like those of us who are actually sharing or reading, it's because we really are. We write out what we want to say, as it helps us keep within the time limit, and it also helps us with some of the nerves. So here is part of my story. Just a few short years ago, my health quickly began to unravel. I had a job that took me out of town every month, traveling across the country. The lack of sleep, the ongoing stress, combined with my travel schedule, led me to become very run down, often getting colds and bronchitis. And to address the repeat episodes, I was given multiple rounds of antibiotics. I began to forget a number of things at work and found myself making a ton of mistakes. I started to develop terrible joint pain, body aches, and a brain fog. There were days that I felt like I was literally losing my mind, and it led to mass anxiety and stress for me. I was totally exhausted. One day on my way out to run errands, I literally ended up collapsing in a parking lot, and I was taken to the hospital where I was diagnosed with a mild heart issue and severe high blood pressure. They stabilized me, gave me several medications, and told me to go home and rest. Things did not improve, and further tests led to more meds, which made me feel worse. Eventually, I was diagnosed with a combination of H-Pylori, acute fibromyalgia, and chronic fatigue. Unable to function at work at the level they expected of me, I was placed on disability, and I felt broken, hearted, and lost. My children were deeply concerned, as they said I would often repeat myself, not remembering the things I had said the day before. I found that embarrassing and soon found myself withdrawing from friends and family. My kids couldn't believe the change in me, and nor could I. My doctor sent me to the top rheumatologist in Vancouver, who specialized in autoimmune conditions and chronic disease, and he referred me to the Women's Hospital for treatment. It was there that I learned about the connection between the health of my gut and my brain. I also found that having excess candida in my gut and leaky gut syndrome were directly related to brain fog. Who knew? For the first time, I had hope I could really do something about this by focusing on my gut health. They recommended several supplements from the health food store, but adding that to my prescription drugs was becoming very expensive and not really helping. Shortly after that, I was introduced to Plexus by a friend who saw my struggles and reached out. When I found out these products actually targeted gut health, I said, yes, please tell me more. So I started with a triplex, which is the pink drink and two other gut healthy products, and the Plexus Natural Anti-Inflammatory. Within a few weeks, I noticed I felt less anxious, I had less bloating, I was sleeping better, and I had more energy. The constant aches and pains began to lessen, and that terrible brain fog began to lift. And as a side bonus, my blood pressure began to stabilize too. I was slowly starting to feel like myself again. Today, I'm off all my prescription meds except for one. This jar of pills is what I used to take, and now it just sits on my desk as a reminder of how things used to be. I still have fibromyalgia. However, I can function and live a normal life. I can travel, ride my motorbike, and resume my passion for cooking and entertaining my friends. I have my own coaching business. I love supporting and helping female entrepreneurs reclaim their passion, and I also help others by sharing my own personal experience with Plexus. For my clients and myself, it's an all-around win. So that's my experience. So now I would like to ask Victor to please share your experience. Go ahead, Victor.
Thank you, Brenda Lee. My name is Victor McClelland, and I live in Coldstream, BC. I'm a retired tugboat skipper. Having been at sea for over 32 years, my health was something that got very little attention due to the environment I worked in, including working very long hours. This was incredibly demanding on my body, and unfortunately, a workplace injury retired me. My knees were in very poor condition. I had a lot of pain and inflammation. I needed to lose weight, and I'm a type 2 diabetic. I also struggled with mental health issues, including major depression, anxiety, and PTSD. At times, I had self-harm ideations. I was put on prescription meds for my mental health. I knew about the pink drink, seeing a few friends of mine posting about it on Facebook, but I never had the courage to ask about it. In early spring of 2022, while going through a very dark time in my life, I saw that my friend Monique was on a trip to Disney World, rewarded to her by Plexus. And with both of us being big Disney fans, that's how we finally reconnected. I shared with her what was going on in my life in terms of my health, and she encouraged me to give the products a try. Within a few days of getting started on the Triplex Welcome Pack, which is the pink drink and 2 other products, I noticed I was sleeping better. I usually only slept 4 hours a night, so this was encouraging. However, I did need to get a pacemaker inserted for a serious heart issue that had developed. And while I was in the hospital, both before and after the surgery, couldn't take any of my supplements. That was upsetting, as I had already been noticing some benefits. But guess what? Back home, my fiance was taking my pink drink and the other products, and she was loving them. I couldn't wait to get back on them once I got home. Here are some of the benefits that I've experienced from being on them consistently since then. My blood sugar levels have normalized, as has my blood pressure. Oh, that's a good thing. I've released 18 pounds and I've maintained that weight loss. You can see in the picture that I also look less puffy and my knees don't click as much anymore either. The most amazing transformation, though, has happened in my mental health. My mood is done a 180. I'm happy now. I can't tell you when I was last feeling this way, as it's been so long. I no longer feel depressed or have the self-harm ideations. I'm smiling now. That's a huge thing for me. I've gone through so much positive change in just over a year and a half that I'm now working with my doctor to lower the amount of prescription drugs I need as my mental health has improved. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you so much, Victor. And now I'm going to invite Irene to tell you where the pink drink comes from and how it works. Go ahead, Irene.
Hi, thank you. My name is Irene Lee Haven and I live in Port Coquitlam, BC. The pink drink and other products you may hear about on this call are made by a company called Plexus Worldwide. Plexus has been an industry leader in gut health products since 2008 in the US, and they have been Health Canada approved since 2018. The pink drink's real name is Slim. It's a little packet of powder that you mix in water and drink. There are 3 key areas of health that the pink drink addresses. Number 1, it provides benefit to your gut microbiome, which is the trillions of microbes, friendly and unfriendly, that live in the lining of your intestinal tract. Science has shown that a healthy gut microbiome has a positive impact on pretty much all aspects of your health. So when you hear that people are experiencing all kinds of improvements, some that may seem unbelievable, it's because of the improvement in their gut health. It's common to hear people talk about positive results with conditions like autoimmune dysfunction, brain fog and mood, hormone issues, migraines, fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, heartburn and digestion issues, skin conditions, food sensitivities, allergies, anxiety, diabetes, energy, IBS, sleep, pain, weight, food cravings, and many experience a decrease in inflammation, and this is not a complete list. The second key benefit of the Slim Pink drink is that it's healthy for your cardiovascular system, including blood pressure. And the third key benefit is the direct impact it has maintaining a healthy blood glucose metabolism, which can assist in weight loss. So back to you, Brenda Lee.
Thank you, Irene. That's great information. So now I would like to invite Sally, who is the last person, to share her experience with us on this call. Please go ahead, Sally.
Thank you, Brenda Lee. Hi, everyone. My name is Sally Maloney, and I'm a retired nurse with 43 years of experience, and I live in Delta, BC. Thinking back, I had struggled with weight issues and IBS for over 30 years. On top of that, I suffered with acid reflux, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, poor sleep, legs cramping at night, and aches and pains, all before I turned 50. The IBS led to upset stomach, gas, bloating, painful abdominal cramping, constipation, and diarrhea. The pain with the cramping was so excruciating at times that I would double over and almost pass out. Trust me, giving birth to 4 children was easier than that. With the IBS, I would get this sudden unexplained cramping that would start, and I knew if I didn't get to the bathroom on time, I would have an accident. It was so stressful and embarrassing. And what was even more distressing is I never knew when these episodes were going to happen. I was missing out on parties, dates with friends, and once I almost missed my plane flight. Traveling by car was always bad. I was constantly thinking about where and when the next bathroom stop would be and if I could make it. I was always having to take an extra change of clothes, not for me, not for the kids, but for me. I also have a long family history of diabetes and heart disease. 12 years ago, I had 2 stents placed in my heart for severe coronary blockages, and then 4 months later, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So when a friend asked me if I'd try Plexus, I thought, why not? What do I have to lose? Well, let me tell you what I've lost. I'm happy to say I no longer suffer with IBS. My acid reflux is gone. My blood pressure is within normal range. My cholesterol is within normal limits. I'm off 1 blood pressure med. Cholesterol medication is at its lowest, and my diabetic medication has been lowered by my doctor. Oh, and I've also lost 86 pounds. Thanks to Plexus products, my life has dramatically changed health-wise, and now in retirement, I have a side income to subsidize my pension that I earn while helping others who are suffering like I do. Thank you for listening to my story.
Thank you, Sally. That's a great story. I appreciate that. So now Monique is going to explain the options for you to get started on the products if you choose.
Thanks. Monique McDonald, and I live in Pitt Meadows, British Columbia. Okay, so there's 2 ways that you can get started on the products. You can pay full retail price, or you can get them wholesale. To get them wholesale, you pay an annual VIP customer membership, which is currently at 50% off. So that's $13 for Canadians or $9.95 if you're in the US. And that membership is going to give you a significant discount off the retail price of all the Canadian and US products. And it's also going to allow you to earn free product credits. So as a new VIP customer, you have access to a welcome pack of products priced lower than wholesale. The most popular welcome packs are, number 1, the Triplex Gut Microbiome Program, which you heard about on this call, that contains the Slim Pink Drink and 2 other gut healthy products. Number 2 is the Reset 3-day nutritionally supported fast to help kick off weight loss and to reset your metabolism. Or number 3, there is a combo welcome pack that includes both of those. And there are other welcome packs as well to choose from that will be exactly right for your needs and also for your budget. So as a VIP customer, there is an opportunity to upgrade to an ambassador member at no extra cost when you help a friend get started with their welcome pack. At the ambassador level, you continue to get your products at wholesale, and you can also earn cash as much as you are willing to work for. Gifts like iPads, Apple Watches, Fitbits, jewelry, all kinds of incentives. You can earn all expense paid trips to beautiful tropical locations. I've earned 4 of those actually in the last 3 years. You can drive a Lexus car paid for by Plexus. I have one in my driveway, and you continue to get free product credits as well. So if any of you are looking for an additional stream of income, I want you to hear me when I say that this is a very real, professional, and super fun income opportunity, and life-changing if you want financial security. But what's important to know is that as a VIP customer, you're under no obligation at all with your wholesale membership to do anything other than just enjoy the products that you want when you want them. So you can hear about the products like you did on this call, and you can read about them, you can talk about them. However, the only way that you're going to get your own success story and experience is to actually take them. And you can do that risk-free because of that 60-day money-back guarantee.